once again watching Astroteric TV with your one and only host, the Astro Guru. And I'd like to welcome all of God's children to today's episode. Well, I haven't felt the need to do an episode lately. Basically because I've been, living my life, doing the things that I have to do to survive, since YouTube is not one of them. And, a topic came up that I felt should be discussed. Because we often talk of chosen ones, and we often talk of earth angels. We often talk of, human beings and gods and demons. However, there's this one being that we don't speak of very often. And fortunately, it's actually, within the realm of beings that we've already spoken of. So, it'll be along the lines of your chosen one, your earth angel. But this one has a different aspect to it, if you will. So, now, I want to explain this because when it comes to being a dual chosen one, let's understand first, light chosen ones are very nurturing, loving, and embracing. Being a chosen one of the light is exactly that. The light has chosen you, most likely due to the level of good you can exert. Dark chosen ones are, of course, well at doing things as in protecting, attacking, expressing emotions. They may not be good in it. They might not do it in a healthy way, but they're not scared to do it. So, confidence, like even if they don't have a reason to be that confident, person of the dark they can muster that confidence. Now, a dual chosen one will be hard for you to gauge. Now, the reason a dual chosen one is hard to gauge is because they are chosen by both the light and the dark. Maybe they were born that way, maybe they weren't. If they weren't, they had to work through whichever side, they were weak at. And they gained a certain level of achievement in which that entity, light, dark, that being, has decided to embrace them. Dual chosen ones are embraced by both light, dark, good, bad, what you would call, God, the devil, whichever. Now, it doesn't mean that these people, the reason once again that they'll be hard to gauge, it's not because they're the ultimate in manipulation or they're just this holy super being that's like, no, don't think of it that way. Think of it as this. A dual chosen one knows how to deal with you, whether you are being honest with them, or whether you are being dishonest with them. Now, with this understood, the way a dual chosen one will come off to you will be like a mixed bag almost. Simply because to be a dual chosen one, you have to have filled up both sides of the spectrum. Thus, by doing this, you can kind of pick and play all over the spectrum with stereotypes, profiles, and backgrounds and things like that. Those no longer hold, they no longer have a hold to you because you understand that a black man in a hoodie is not a gangster or a gang member. There's a possibility he could be, but not the case all the time. The same way, Caucasian man, Asian man, Mexican, they can wear hoodies. Nobody's gonna be Trayvon Martin. Rest in peace. May his family, be strong. Because you never get over things like that. Now, with that being said, dual chosen one. Whether this person is coming from a very serious side, very stern, very what you may see to be as mean, they're still gonna have they're gonna have this air, this odd feeling of love for you, of care. It's like no matter how mad I am, no matter how disappointed I am, I can't let go of the fact that I do care for and love you, because that's when people go overboard. You forget that this is a person you love that disappointed you. Although the person did commit the act, you want to separate the person from the act. That's what you would love to do. Some people just cannot stop doing things that you can't agree with. Thus, you grow apart or separation. Now, on the flip side, same exact being can come off as very, very loving and very nurturing. Wouldn't hurt a fly. For all my Dragon Ball Z watchers, Whis. Yes, as you know, he's looking for Goku probably right now. But Whis can definitely turn his voice right into this. When all the playing stops, when it's no longer just, everybody's just happy, it's rainbows and unicorns. What's up? Everybody good? Or, you can walk in, y'all good? What's up? Fuck you looking at? Like, it's different. Like, you see, there's a different approach. I personally like to save my words. Growing up, I was told I talk a lot. So nowadays, it's like, I really don't have much to say. I just sit around, chill, or, let it go on about my life until a topic dawns on me or something hits me, or make a realization. The next thing you know, I'm firing on all cylinders. Things are clicking. So, as that happens, start to make connections. And as you make these little connections, you build a train of thought. And which is why I kind of do this, because I have different trains of thought. And I feel it best, or I feel as if I can sharpen my mental by breaking this down publicly for the world to see. Or anybody that, cares to see. Don't really care if the world comes by. But you understand, you kind of get this gist. Person could come off as mean and really be a nice person. Men, we've all seen this when you thought a woman was stuck up. Really, she probably was down to earth, cool as hell. She probably wanted you to come talk to her. You was just like, oh man, she looks way too good. I can't go over there. Like, nah, she probably wanted you to come over there, bro. Like, she probably wanted you. You're not me. You can't just go through life like, man, look, I'm in between. I've done a lot and I haven't done enough. Besides the fact, everybody's got something going on with them. Some people just not that confident. Some people feel like they should be chased. Some people feel like they the prize. Some people feel like, they're willing to put work in for what they want, but they gotta be what they want. Some people feel like they're non-committal. They just want to live their life and, encounter and enduring the people that, they come across and whatnot. Just some people looking for stability. They're traditional. They want, significant other, or they want a spouse and children, white picket fence, dog. Different strokes for different folks. That's why most of us aren't equally yoked. But that's besides the point. So now what happens is, like as I was saying, you got your light chosen ones, you got your dark chosen ones. Now your light chosen ones or your light bearers prefer to be with other light bearers vocally. Relationship wise, we all know opposites attract and like attracts like. So if you've got one very loving and nurturing person, you probably got one person that really just doesn't really care too much and is highly nonchalant. It balances itself out. Now, when it comes to dual chosen ones, sometimes instead of a dual chosen one having like, all right, like how we just said, light chosen one looking for mentally a light chosen one. So vocally, they'll tell you that they want somebody like them. Now, in all reality, they may not have a person like them. But if a light chosen one doesn't have or experiences a relationship that they feel like is tumultuous and they don't want to endure anything like that again, a light chosen one will stay to themselves. That's how they develop that, I'm cool, celibate, abstinent, things like that. Now, dark people, you're dark, not dark people, forgive me. Please forgive me. Now, dark chosen ones, what they will do when they don't have, the person that they want is go get another person. They'll just keep, switching people out because people are expendable to them. It's not about loving and nurturing. So they'll just keep switching people out like, you're not what I want, you're not what I want, you're not what I want. And the system is really, it works backwards to me because you either go past what you wanted, moving too fast, not knowing that that's what you wanted. And now you just made it feel like you didn't want it. Or you'll keep going and going and going. And then when you find out that, oh, this is what I want, guess what? Either it's not going to be what you want, or it'll be what you want. Like, oh, this is what I want. And what you want will betray you so badly or to hurt you so badly, mirroring you because you've done so much dark energy and built this dark momentum to when you get to it, you're either not going to cherish it or treat it well. And it's going to, of course, reciprocate that energy. So you're going to either be expendable, disposable, and what you want is not going to want you, or what you want is not going to be at all good for you. And you're going to have to sit with yourself wondering, what did I just do? And why did I just go through all of that I just went through to get this? Really? It's like game shows. You go on a game show, you're a contestant. You go up there, you answer all those questions. Every game show that you've ever seen that gives the people a new car or a brand new Winnebago, they give you a new one, right? They don't give you the $1,500 96 Honda from Raheem's junkyard. They don't do that. Although some people don't have a car, and that would be sweet for a person who doesn't have a vehicle. They got their license. They trying to get from point A to point B. They needed just a little help me. You feel me? They just, look, listen, we're not doing the best right now. I can get you this little $1,500 Honda. And, you can try to make it work until you save a couple checks up or something. And yeah, that's some people's experience. Some people don't even have that experience because they don't have a support system at all. So every dollar that ever touches their hand is going right back out on expenses. Right back out. Whether it be their living situation, whether it be food, whether it be clothes, whether it be transportation. Kind of got caught in the rapture. It happens. Happens to the best of us, believe me. Now, And then decision making takes a big toll in it too. On top of that, manipulation on outside parties and things like that. Like, if you live with 8 people and every day you go home, they jump you and just like handicap match. And I ask you, hey bro, why you always beat up? And you say, oh, the people in my house like to fight. And like every time I go home, they just who am I to tell you don't go home? Maybe you love those people. Maybe you don't like fighting. Maybe they trying to teach you to learn to love to fight. Maybe you want to, I don't know. There's so many ways that it can go, but some people literally are trapped in situations that they don't know how to deal with. Me, I'm the first person to tell you, just get up and walk away. Don't always listen to me though. Do not always listen to me. I don't know your situation. I'm different. I take calculated risk. Or I just get bold and say, you know what? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I don't care. I know I'm not going to sit here and just let whatever happen. Somebody's going to have to explain something to me. And if you don't feel like explaining something to me, I'm going to let my actions explain something to you. So, people call that dark. Guess what? I'm a dual chosen one. You could have just explained it to me, and everything could have been peaches and cream. So, once again, dual chosen ones. These people are not begging for friendships. They would love to be your friend. And they want to be a beautiful friend to you. They would love to be genuine. They would love to be nurturing. They would love to give you a shoulder to lean on, cry on, give you a helping hand, help you find a job. They would place to stay, shower, food. A light chosen one, a dual chosen one. These people would love to help you. A dark chosen one is going to tell you, you got to figure out the situation. It's all on you, no matter how you got in the situation. And it's not a problem because this builds self-efficiency to a finite standard. However, who wants to go through their whole life just relying on them? At some point, you're going to start to understand, like, how come the person that's telling me they can't help me or I need to figure it out, how come when they're in the same position I'm in, they don't figure it out? Somebody helped them, but they just don't want to help me. That's because they're making it sound good. That's manipulation. See, don't go for that. Thinking that person is a light chosen one, or they do, they just want the best for me. And, sometimes I do need to. No, do not put that kind of pressure on yourself. At all. No. They are energy harvesting off you. They want you to feel bad because you having a bad situation or a worse situation makes them feel better about their situation. When in all actuality, you don't care about their situation because it's their situation. But that's what in turn makes them feel like you're selfish because you care about your situation and your situation is better than my situation. Nobody's doing all of that. Get your head out your ass. The sun gotta come up soon. Till next time.